rotate. I'm gonna put that at 0, so then we can create a flat plane to do this on.
Sick.
But
Like I said, I am just a humble like army grunt. I don't know what the fuck any of this is still, but this is just
this is me modeling the what do you call it? It's that little
yeah.
hook.
It's the little hook or the latch inside of like a belt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so and then we can do this. Oh shoot, object mode. Yeah, that's close enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know there we go. Here, if we zero this out, okay, awesome.
It looks like a dead worm.
Let's see, create.
But I do see what you're doing. Like it makes sense. You're gonna extrude. I think is the term. That bit out into little like the actual latch, and then I see. It's trying to snap to a full
Oh, it's
circle.
because
Yeah.
it
Okay.
had snap the points on.
Gotcha. So I'm learning what the fuck this is doing.
So I'm trying to get a good contour for this,
Mm-hmm.
and then that'll be what extrudes out.
Yeah, I'm following you. It's gonna follow the path of that line. So we're doing it like a belt. Everyone should own a belt. Everyone should understand what's happening here.
Yeah. So now I need to hit insert, snap the points, snap it to the end there, and then hit insert again. So that's our point of rotation.
Cool.
And that's how we're going to get it centered. Oh, whoops. Hello, full model.
Hello.
Um, so, new pivot point. This is how we're going to center it, because now it's snapping to points. So we can.
I like how I asked you for the shield. Can you just add like a belt buckle to the side so it looks adjustable? And you're like building a straight on actual belt that I feel like we could actually adjust.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
So we've selected that,
yeah.
and we've selected this second one, and then when we go to extrude, it'll do this, and then we add like, let's say 15 divisions.
So is this not like a crazy amount of like polygons for like a game?
Um, I don't think this part will be too many. Of course, we can ask Wolf. We'll see what he says.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. We can always simplify it if it does start like breaking shit. But I've seen people like take models that are pretty complex and like manage to somehow just remove a lot of the polygons and have them still look exactly the same. So I mean, I'm sure there's some technique we don't know. If it is an issue and does lead to like lag and shit, I'm sure we will be able to figure out a way to optimize better in the future. Might be a pain in
Yeah,
the ass to go back through stuff, but like honestly, we've kept everything pretty low poly count so far. This is like the
I mean,
most
let's
detailed
say
thing
we're
so
doing
far.
cinematics though,
Yeah,
right? It's like, don't you want to have better
yeah,
assets for the cinematics? And then,
yeah. I get you.
like, I don't know exactly what you have planned for in game, but I
Depend
definitely know the
will
kind of
depend.
quality
Yeah,
I would enjoy on, you know,
just think a game you
like
want to play.
Red
But
Dead
yeah.
Redemption, for example. It's
Oh,
like,
we do not have the budget to compete with them. But I see what you're saying.
well, I mean, if you take a look at some of the stuff that I've been trying to do with Hyperreal and just, my style in general,
Yeah.
I could do I could totally do Red Dead Redemption stuff. I just don't have a big portfolio.
Yeah. I get you. I get you. This is this is definitely some high quality work. That's just I mentioned it because like I haven't mentioned it so far because I haven't thought we were using very many polygons at all. I just noticed that I think this little tiny thing is like more than the entire rest of the shield combined. Which is again, I don't think it's enough that it should like lead to a ton of optimization issues. It's one thing on a shield, so I'm not complaining, but I'm more so leaving myself a mental note that so that if we do find out, like if someone mentions, hey, yeah, well we're all the way into playtesting, yeah, every time I equip this shield, the game fucking loses 10 frames. You know, I know where to look. I like how it even like curves a little to the side, like it's a little bit like mangled from use. That's good. That's good. That's a good detail.
Yeah, well, I think this part is just a little bit looser because it kind of, what do you call it? It yeah, it
Yeah.
should be around that thick, actually, and that's also weird. I didn't realize
You
how,
didn't? No, don't straighten it. That's good. Let stuff have wear and tear. This is a lot of the metal that's not being used in like blades and stuff is like mild steel and stuff, you know, because it good
I'll
steel is
straighten it
expensive.
a tiny bit just because I need to, like,
Yeah.
move the polygons, like, over to here.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just saying, little imperfections are they're okay. I like little imperfections. Make everything feel real, alive. There we go. That looks nifty.
Because I also don't know how it's going to affect the UV texture when I unwrap it.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I just trust you.
Like, what the hell is going on here?
Spiderweb?
Not quite.
And now we gaze into the abyss. Okay, okay. Do you think at some point I can get you to like make something and like just super narrate every single thing you do? Like this is how we do this. This is how we do this. I feel like you would be good for like tutorials.
I mean, yeah, I could try something.
And then I could try to get like Zach to like watch them and like possibly improve stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well, Zach, he uses, he doesn't use Maya, though, does he?
Yeah, he uses Blender, but I mean,
He uses an inferior product.
well, maybe this will be what gets him to move over because he uses Blender because he had YouTube tutorials he's watched that did it, and a friend helped him learn.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah,
There's a running joke about how bad Blender is
I
to
don't know
model.
anything about modeling, but I've heard the fucking drama between them. I I I've
Yeah.
I forget what I saw, but I saw some whole fucking video going and like all of them be like, yeah, there's all this back and forth, and then like some I don't remember exactly. I just remember I felt like it ended with being like, well, actually, Blender has been bad for so long, but now it's improved so much that it's arguably the better one, and shit, you know. I don't know anything about it. It was just entertaining. Like,
Yeah, and then the people that
underdogs.
are stuck on Maya are just like, oh yeah, well, they're better, whatever.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Blender
Blender.
is actually pretty decent. It's just, you know, I don't prefer it because this workflow is arguably way easier, but the capabilities for Blender might even be more powerful.
Fair. I have a budget of $0 and a shoestring, so I don't really care about the high end capabilities. We ain't getting into that.
Well,
I'll
when
settle
you
for
do this
fun.
stuff, I don't think you're going to see people using Blender very often.
Yeah. Fair.
Just chop this up a little bit.
It's just like entertaining watching you. I said this a lot. I'm not trying to like just fluff up your ego or anything. It's just entertaining how like you know exactly what to do. There's never any hesitation. So every time I'm trying to figure out like, okay, cool, he sees that, I see what he's doing, and then you do something fucking crazy out of nowhere. I'm like, oh well, I'm lost again. But now like you're doing this for the third time, like I understand what's happening, and this is
Right.
like not even a tutorial.
It's like you start catching on.
Yeah, it's that that like confidence bleeds through.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I need to get out of live view so that I can move these not on the surface of the shield.
So what specifically is live view? Like what
Live view essentially
is that? Just where you make it like 2D? Is it like?
live view makes it a surface that you can work on. So if I select this guy,
Oh, so you don't have to worry about touching the shit behind it. Okay.
yeah, because if you don't have a live surface to put your points down, then where are you gonna place them?
Gotcha.
Essentially, the live part makes it so that you can,
Gotcha.
place them on a flat plane,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I use the shield as my plane. So
Sick.
you can make anything a live surface too. So if I wanted to do retopology on a very, very subdivided face that somebody took into ZBrush and was working on there, if I wanted to retopologize it so that I could use it for animation instead of just keeping it as a sculpted file, I can do quad draw over top of that and try to get it to look nice. Let's see.
Man, I mean, I'm sure we can add some physics to this shit, make it flop around. But if you cover the latch, no one can see all the work you did on the latch. You gotta make it like flop back and away or something, like flop backwards, right?
But
Like show off your work.
yeah, but the reason I'm not doing that is because yeah, we can add physics to it.
Okay,
In
cool.
game.
All right.
It's there, but I'm not covering like I'm just covering it up because that's how it normally would probably. Well, actually, normally it'd probably hang down, huh?
Yeah, downwards. Yeah. So saying you just make it hang down. You show off that fucking beautiful little like hook you made. I've convinced you. Yes.
Yeah.
See, I have some brains in me.
No way. You brains. It's not like you thought of this entire game and the world that everything runs in. No. Brains? I don't think.
That's imagination. That's different.
And you need brains to have an imagination.
That's not what SpongeBob told me, but okay.
That is so fair. I mean, yeah.
I was told imagination comes from the heart. Okay. You are hurting my childhood.
Hey, my childhood was actually talking to Tom Kenny, so
I see.
he literally lived so close to me in Burbank, California. So I got to see him pick up his daughter.
I keep forgetting that you were like son of fucking Hollywood like make stuff, dude.
Yeah, I've had multiple conversations with Tom because his daughter shared a choir class with me in high school.
Nice.
Okay.
My wife hates SpongeBob. It makes me so sad. Like, I've watched so many like TV shows with my daughter to like try to get her into like stuff that isn't awful, because most new shit that comes out is awful. Like she spent all day asking for when she got TV time to be able to watch Sonic X, which was the show that I really liked as a kid because I liked Sonic.
Dang, what a throwback.
Yeah. So she spent a good hour watching Sonic X today, and she's watched the entire original Pokemon series. She's 3. She already loves the original Pokemon, but hates all of the other Pokemons, all the ones after the original series, because they're all fucking terrible. And my 3-year-old can tell they're terrible. I didn't tell her they were terrible. She just knows.
That's fucking great. I was gonna say teach him young, but I'm like, if she's already taken the initiative, then
Yeah.
shit, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Exactly. This is fucking sick, dude. I feel like I just keep, like, puffing you up, but, like, I don't know what else to say. This is just... I consistently watch you work, and I just have a smile on my face.
There, so there's your belt buckle.
Woo!
And then, of course, all of the holes and stuff are gonna be put in the texture.
Yeah. Don't fucking waste resources on that. Just like all the rivets holding the frame of the shield on. Cool.
Do you want to take a screenshot of that?
Sure. And then, just because I did start recording for the Devlog, you say we're going to go after this?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, do you want to just show off what we have for the other models so far, like the sword, and then the stuff that Zach showed, just within your editor so we can look around it, and then we'll call it? We'll be like, hey, this is what we have so far for art.
Let's see. I'm just putting quick bevels on these.
Cool.
Yeah, that's 0.15 maybe. There we go. And then I'll take this guy.
So for all of this, I've noticed that your name is in the top of the screen. Do you want me to, like, edit that out somehow, or do you just want it there since this is, like, for a portfolio anyways, and that's, like, you know...
This is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Because the idea is, obviously, eventually, hopefully, this helps you find employment and stuff. But you wanted to do other stuff anyways. But
Yeah. So, like, if I got into doing all of this, that'd be totally fine.
cool.
Like, I would rather do something that I know I can 100% make, like, $300,000.
Fair. But you know what? If we I was gonna say, if we make $1 million on this game, right? Let's see. There's taxes a chunk of it, and Steam takes like 20%, but that still leaves like $600-700 to split between like 10 people, which is not an insane amount of money, but it's better than I made in the army.
I mean, true. Another thing, though, is, like, I'm not really doing this necessarily for the money.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I just want to be able to survive and, like, keep making shit. But, like, you know, that does require the money. Like, I care about the money up until the point that it allows me to not care about the money.
Yeah. Okay. So, here's our shield.
Fuck yeah.
All of this is grouped, so we'll name this shield. Save.
This is our Targe. Well, it'd be a Targe if it was Scottish, but it's not in Scotland, so it's just a strapped, small, round shield. But yeah, it looks fucking great.
Go with this.
Dude, I think everything you do is overkill, but in the best possible way. I can tell you really fucking care about what you're making. It just makes me, like, happy to see.
the first time that I've actually built any models like this. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it fucking looks awesome, dude. Like, even without texturing, it looks real. Like, I feel like I could touch it.
I just want to see.
I was like, hey, can you put a fucking, like, square on that so it looks like a buckle? I was like, if it's gonna be a pain in the ass, don't bother. You're like, nah, I can do it. And here we are, like, an hour later. And you're like, maybe I overdid it.
This is the material labyrinth. And then we'll turn that off. Or actually, yeah, just so you can see the topology of
Yeah.
everything. And then we'll grab all of these rivets and stuff. And then add new material, put a blend on there.
Sure, sure. Make that shield wood. Just a brown. A light brown.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to go for a theme of like light colors, you know? Like everything doing medieval always wants to go so fucking dark and gritty. And I want to have a dark world, but I want the colors to be vibrant and happy. You know?
Right. Volumetric 2D textures.
I want the player to go gallivanting through the woods in like neon yellow and green fucking like hoods and hose and run into like some terrible, despicable nightmare out of their or monster out of their worst nightmares. Holy shit, it's actually wood, but like weird wood.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Is there just a is it the vein spread? That looks like
Vein spread.
I don't know if that's its own thing or like
I don't.
yeah, I didn't know if that was talking about like the fucking rings and the
Any of
what
this does.
is it age?
Whoa. Change the randomness of the
Cool.
material.
Nice. Is it
That's
so great? Wait, yeah, age, because age is the fucking amount of circles. Okay. Now the issue is just that it's super low resolution.
yeah.
That's not ideal.
I have to mess with all of that.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
It's already it's fine. But I was gonna say you don't need to make it like a texture now, just like a light brown for color, just to get like the visual style for now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm kind of fucking digging this look of all of our props so far with no texture, but like just solid colors. But like the really realistic historical like designs. I'm kind of fucking digging it, dude. Even if we do end up going with like actual like nice textures for everything, I kind of want to save the fucking textureless versions of all the assets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they look just fucking nice. Like
That just change. Okay, yeah. Face, material attributes, and then we can take the wood and I'm just gonna see if I can like maybe okay. Take the vertex, go to select, convert selection, faces, and then
oh, is it maybe because of how they're divided that they're each like resetting the pattern? No?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Book in material attributes. Okay. Would be in there then.
Yeah, that's fine. That right there is fine for like just right now. Just I like wood, and then get that on the other side.
Oh, you don't want this a different color?
No, I mean we can maybe later, like because a lot of them were like covered in like a piece of leather or cloth that was dyed. But for right now, I just want to see it made out of wood, like just the raw thing,
Okay.
like just that same color as you did on the backside, and then like yeah, I think that looks so nice, dude. Like who fucking needs textures? That is art right there.
It's a
That
little
is.
bright material attribute.
Like I said, I kind of I want bright because I imagine like in the game engine with actual lighting and like all that shit, it shouldn't be like as bad. But like I want colors. Too much medieval fantasy has no goddamn color in it, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it had too much like
Yeah, yeah.
specularity.
I get you. I get you.
Let's see, not translucence. Don't need any of that. Matte opacity. That's interesting. But yeah, that looks sweet. Um, do you want to screenshot this and send this in the? Or actually, hold on. I'll just do it.
Okay. So I'm literally recording my screen right now for this thing. So like this is all recorded.
Nice.
So
Okay, so I've just saved that.
sweet.
What else did you say that you wanted to do tonight?
I said if you could just show through the other stuff we have, like the stuff that Zach made that you haven't refined yet, and then the sword. I'm so proud of the sword. I want to show off the sword everywhere I can.
Okay. Let's see, what did I name it? It's in game.
Yeah. God, this is just it makes me so happy. So we've got if we can just go to like the bottom and just like go through everything on it. If that it's not going to take too much of your time up. We've got the lovely diamond pommel, and then we go up this little end cap thing, and then a nice wire wrapped hilt. And it's not a circle. It kind of looks like a circle at this angle. It's not a circle, I promise. It's an oval. To all the sword people. God. And then the purple leather wrapped into this nice little garb with little slightly fantastical slash renaissancey thing of having the blunted ricasso on the start of the blade and then the parrying rings. I asked you before. Do you think we can make those a little bit larger right now? Just scale them up real quick. Yeah, probably like that. Is yeah. Because I'm not trying to take too much of your time now. I know you got stuff to do, and I kind of want to go to bed, but I just want to get all this on while I have the camera here.
I will probably take these and just flip them later.
Yeah. Make sure the
Perfect.
yeah. I got you. I got you. Just for the devlog here, but we got the double fullers. The blade has a distal taper, which makes me fucking just wet. Oh, and then the scabbard just looks so nice too. Like, I'm serious, man. I mean, I know we have technically a texture on the fucking wire wrap, but you know, just the scabbard fits. And you fucking did crazy work on this, dude. I genuinely think this is one of the best swords in like in games as far as models go from like a history nerd. This is just
That means a lot.
it is so much above the shit, and even like Elden Ring is like it there's a lot of shit wrong with those swords, and that's high budget shit. This is you could literally make this and go swing it around. Like I said, we haven't super worked out like the fucking proportion of the blade just yet, just because we don't have the character model to compare it against. But it's what do we go for, about like 3 3/4 of the handle length is the blade.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
cool.
Also,
So yeah,
this one I have made just a tad thicker for 3D printing purposes,
sick.
so that's why that one is there.
Yeah.
You'll notice that the blade here is much thicker like the flat
Cool.
part of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
blade
yeah.
is much thicker than it is over here
Makes sense. Makes sense.
because I just widened the blade a little bit.
I gotta say one more thing for the sword nerds. We have a cross section. We have an actual cross section on the sword. I am proud of this sword. I didn't even. I mean, I designed it. You made it.
It's Batman.
It is Batman. The sword is Batman.